Hello, divine blessings and peace to you all. So today I wanted to make a short video about anxiety, what it is and how you can actually overcome it. So first, in order to understand anxiety, we need to understand how the brain works and what are our faculties of learning, of thinking, of knowing knowledge and ascertaining and grasping knowledge. So we have two functions. We have a cognitive knowing and we have an intuitive knowing. The cognitive knowing is a masculine form of processing system which uses facts and logic and what's been tried and the past and what's happened, things that we can see, things that we can add, things that make sense in a logical, rational way. Now, the other type of knowledge or knowing is intuitive knowledge. And this is feminine in nature. And this is the part of us that just intuitively understands and knows things to be true. So what's happened on the world is, and why we're seeing such an epidemic of anxiety is because we've actually, and this has been by design, by the powers that be that want to kind of keep us in a lower form of knowing. Because if we're not using our full faculties of intuition and cognition, we can't be, we can be fooled, we can be tricked, we can be led into believing that, there's only a certain way, that only certain options are available to us. But the truth is there is so much more available to us than our cognitive abilities will allow us to see. So what's happened is they've basically overemphasized and overworked our cognitive functions, which means that our mind is constantly on overdrive. And what happens is, because we live in such a traumatizing, fallen, dark world, we have all this programming, these fears, these beliefs that have been imprinted into our subconscious mind on a cognitive level, that when we are in the present moment, we start to have fears from traumas and past impressions and things that happened to us in the past, and we project them into the future. So we think that we have anxiety about the future, we have fears about the future, ultimately that, things aren't going to turn out how we want. We're not going to get what we want. And the only way to really overcome that is to wind the cognitive function down and to allow the intuitive faculties to emerge. Now, intuition is a very different way of knowing. It doesn't rely on data or facts or statistics or what we're being told in a masculine kind of way of gathering information and knowing things. It's very feminine. It comes from stillness. It comes from nothing. So when there is nothing, we are able to tune in and we're able to get the truth of what is. And so in order for us to clear our anxiety, we really need to balance out these functions, the intuitive and the cognitive faculties that we have to ascertain knowledge and truth. And so one of the best ways to do that is to quieten the mind. And I know meditation is really hard for a lot of people out there. But the one thing I can suggest is this. First, do a workout. Tire your body out. Exert all of your energy. Then do some stretching. Put some nice, soft, 528 hertz music from YouTube on. And then just focus on your breathing. Now, once you start focusing on your breathing, you're going to find after about 5 or 10 minutes that your mind just naturally starts to slow down. Now, if you are accustomed to thinking a lot, it's going to take time and it's probably going to feel like torture. But I promise you, just much the same way when we go to the gym or anything that we're starting out for the first time, there is always progress. So you've got to stick with it. Then when you learn to start to quieten down your cognitive function, you start to open up your intuitive faculties. And that's when you start to get wisdom and knowledge and truth and knowing, particularly about the future or what's to come from a higher perspective, outside of your program, beyond what you've been told, beyond what traumas programs you're currently running from your past. And so after you do your breathing, after you do your quietening your mind, you can sit there and simply ask yourself questions, things like, things about, for example, if you have a fear about losing all your money or not being able to make any money or your security, you can simply ask a question in that quietened state, something along the lines of, how can I manifest more security and abundance in my life? Or if you have a fear about a relationship or a person, you can simply just ask yourself questions about that. And the fact that you're going in and quietening your mind all the time, you're actually opening yourself up to receive those answers from a higher knowledge beyond your fears, beyond your anxieties. So I hope this video helps. And I pray that you're able to overcome your anxieties. I pray that you're able to release all your fears. And I pray that you're able to get to a place where you feel happy and connected. So God bless you. Bye.